Whether it's the case of baking cake, or skydiving, or parachuting, or constructing a building, or in our case, film or music video, health and safety is key. Health and safety is a process that looks at a situation and considers the possible dangers that could occur while doing that particular task, and rating them according to their risk factor and coming up with contingency plans. Today, we're going to look at the health and safety measures that could occur while filming our music video in the very own streets of London and in our recording studio. Health and safety is not necessarily done for human beings' need, but also for inanimate things. The categories we're going to look at in today's shows are equipment, location, human beings, tsunamis, fires, earthquakes, and I think I'm going to just stop with humans for now. So first up, equipment. Having borrowed priceless equipment like cameras and tripods and shoulder braces and microphones for cameras, and literally robbing the entire media suite cupboard here at school, we have to ensure the equipment are looked after properly. The first issue that can occur with them is breakage. While filming, there are high chances of knocking down the equipment, and this could be done by us in an accident or by the public that are on the streets. There's a high risk factor here, and we're going to prevent this by making sure at least one group member stands next to the equipment 24/7. Not literally 24/7. Also, to prevent breakage, we will train ourselves to be more careful with the equipment, and we'll learn the proper method to mount the cameras and handle them more carefully. Another risk that's related to carrying around expensive equipment everywhere around London is theft. But in comparison to breaking the equipment, theft has a low risk, but it still needs to be considered. In order to prevent theft, we will ensure that all our equipment is grouped together and a person from our group has their eyes glued onto them. Not literally glued onto them, you get what I mean. Also, we could misplace the equipment that we use for our filming, and we will prevent this by ensuring that whenever we move from one location to another, we group our equipment together and is securely packed away. Then we move on to human being things and their safety. While we're filming in the streets of London, we have to keep an eye out for the cars. You see, getting knocked by a car isn't the best of the life experiences you can have. The car issue might be of a low risk, but wearing high heels and stomping down the streets of London and twisting your ankle is a major issue. See, you don't want to really call the London ambulance in the middle of the London Bridge and cause a lot of havoc, do you? No. So, not to do this, we will consider adequate shoe wear and film the walking scene at our own pace by taking frequent breaks. When we're doing the cafe scene, the coffee cup will actually contain hot liquid, and the chances of that falling on your lap and burning your skin is medium. To prevent this, we will hold the cup tightly and fill the liquid only halfway through. And other things, including jamming your fingers while opening the cafe door, these kind of things come down to simple common sense, really. Now, you may be thinking, I'm getting too much into detail, about the coffee color, the density of the coffee, the taste of the coffee, what if there's poison in the coffee. You know what, let's just ignore all that. But let's consider the external factors, things that are out of our control. Well, filming in London streets being outdoors, out in the freezing cold, the chances of rain and thunderstorm and snowstorm and all that kind of thing, let's just stick to rain, shall we, for now. The chances of rain is quite high. Mainly rain, because, it can ruin our filming, but also the equipment, and it's not rocket science to figure out that equipment and water equals disaster. The risk of rain getting is likely due to us filming during the winter periods. But we could prevent this by looking at the weather forecast and decide to film on a sunnier day. But then again, British weather is unpredictable, and therefore I'm not going to say anything else further. So that concludes our detailed and speculative analysis of health and safety measures.